Well, good afternoon, viewers. Today we have a 2017, looks like a GMC Sierra 2500 HD with the 6.6 Dirty Max. I think it's the L5P variant. And it's here because the money light is on. There's no drivability symptoms, so we're going to scan it and see what codes it has to offer us. So it has 240,000 kilometers on it. Let's do a network code scan. Cylinder 1 glow plug. NOx efficiency below threshold. Current DTC closed loop reductant injection control unit at limit, flow too low. And we get to listen to my furnace running. Well, I knew it needed a glow plug, but these other problems are new. Let's see what other codes we have that show. License plate lamp circuit, lost communication with ECM. Glow plug control module is basically the engine control module. Tire pressure monitor is PCM. And that's the end of the report. So we're going to address the glow plug problem for sure today, but I don't know about these other two issues. Maybe we'll just look at possible causes for them. The NOx efficiency code is a history code. Closed loop reductant injection control at limit, flow too low is also a history code. So maybe we'll look at some freeze frame data here to see when these codes generated last. Loop reductant. Let's see when that code, if it tells us approximately when that code set or what was going on and how long ago. Ignition cycles without malfunction 76. Distance since last failure 13,450 kilometers. So that was a while ago. Distance since first failure 11,460. So ignition cycles since the first malfunction 255, so it's been a while. So let's look at the other code that was in history. See if they are related or set at the same time. 13,700. It looks like about the same thing. Ignition cycles without malfunction is 7. So that one seems to be, but then it says warm-up cycles since DTC cleared 255. Well, we're going to address the glow plug problem. Let's see which is cylinder number 1. I believe that's the passenger side front. But we'll look at a cylinder layout. So I'm on an Identifix site, and I've done a keyword search for firing order. And let's look at the layout. So I was correct. It's number 1357 down the driver's side, or down the passenger side. The right bank is number 1, and 2468 down the driver's side. Kind of the opposite of a small block Chevy firing order. 12784563. But cylinder number 1 is the first cylinder on the right side. So let's look at accessibility to that glow plug. So it helps if you can raise it on a hoist. The glow plug number 3 is right there. Number 1 is actually up here. So I think we're going to remove the right front wheel and the inner fender skirt to get in there a little better. I might just move the wheel off and raise it up a little higher and see if it's accessible. wiring harness is in the way. I'm not sure if the charge air cooler pipe is in the way, but we'll see. So I'm going to try to cheat. If you look up in there, you can see that glow plug right up there. I've moved the inner fender skirt. I just pulled it in, and it bends at the seam here, and I tied it with a bungee cord, so I think I can get access in here now. Yeah, it looks fairly accessible. So I'm using a 1/4" drive flex-headed snap-on ratchet. There's a coolant line right in the way, unfortunately, and a 10 mil 1/4" drive deep socket. I don't want to pull that out too far. I got to get the socket off. So there is the part number for the glow plug. I recommend genuine GM. Compare the old one to the new one. Looks the same. It is a bit of a challenge to get out of there with a small access space. I'm going to put some copper never sees on the threads. We'll put this one in. So I'm going to clear the codes now from the ECM. Continue. I don't think it would test those circuits unless you command the glow plugs on or unless you just do a cold start. So let's do a bidirectional control of the glow plugs. Should be able to do that. Functional tests. Output controls probably. Wow, a lot of tests available. Wait to start indicator. I must have missed the glow plugs. I'm going to look around. So I couldn't find the bidirectional capability to control the glow plugs. Maybe the L5P doesn't offer it, or maybe Snap-on doesn't offer it. So I'm in the glow plug data list, and I'm going to cycle the key to see if the engine is still cool. So it may require glow plugs. Might lose communication though when I turn the key off. Yeah, commanded them on. So we can check for codes now and see if there's any codes. I don't see in this data list the actual individual glow plug currents or the effective resistance of the glow plugs. But we can make an assumption if it didn't set any codes that the glow plugs are fine now. We'll leave it at that. We'll call this one fixed and advise the customer about the other two history codes. They were some time ago though. Thanks for watching. So I did change the both license plate light bulbs. We don't need any excuse for the popos to stop us.